Hey everybody, Nick Espinoza, your chief security fanatic here. Don't forget to subscribe. And today we're going to talk about the dead internet theory, because if you don't know what that is, you should. It may actually be here already or coming really soon to an internet near you. So with that, let's dive in and just talk about what this exactly is. So this is a conspiracy theory that basically says the majority of content and people online, or apparent people online, are actually being automatically generated by computers, and that the internet, for the most part, is dead. In other words, most of the interactions, everything, the content, the people, etc., it's more artificial because it's fake than it is actually human. And so while that's often been debunked in the past, the widespread of AI systems in recent years, as well as failed attempts at crackdowns on bots on platforms like X, I've actually done segments on that where I think they want to keep the bots because it bumps their stats, which makes them more appealing to advertisers. X, aka Twitter, basically has not gotten rid of those bots, etc. So this theory is starting to get increased credence. And so by virtue of that, Sam Altman, the founder of OpenAI, suggested that despite having previously disbelieved this theory, there may actually be some truth to it. And he recently wrote, and I quote, "I never took the dead internet theory that seriously, but it seems like there are really a lot of LLM-run Twitter accounts now," end quote. So let's dive into this, because I did my homework on this, and I think there is some evidence that kind of supports the dead internet theory. So bots are everywhere. I mean, some studies and estimates have put it at 40 to 50% of all web traffic. We're talking scrapers, bots, crawlers, spam accounts, all that kind of stuff. Also, we've had an AI content explosion. AI slop is absolutely everywhere. Text, images, videos are increasingly machine generated, and so it's becoming harder and harder to distinguish what is made by AI versus human. Look at the hurricane in North Carolina last year, and the amount of AI images people fell for of terrified little girls holding puppies in a raft kind of thing, and none of that actually really happened. The hurricane did, but those pictures did not. On top of it, we've seen algorithmic filtering as well. Platforms like Google, YouTube, Facebook, they are heavily shaping what you see, and oftentimes they're essentially burying organic voices. I've done segments on this as well, where I think it was something like 130 different fake, terrible, stupid, pointless, quote-unquote news articles about Kim Kardashian, or pointless videos, before I actually saw a Facebook friend's post, right? We're just getting filtered for ads and content. On top of it, we've seen a steady decline in blogs and forums, all those kinds of things that are user-generated. That shift towards giant platforms makes the internet feel smaller and more manufactured, right? Because you're not going where you were 20 years ago. If I wanted to go talk about cars, I don't care if it's a Ford or a Ferrari, there would be somebody that would have put up a forum on a website that said FerrariCarForum.com or FordCarForum.com or something along those lines. That's not happening now, as we've shifted to Facebook groups, all that kind of stuff. Now, there are reasons, though, for the record, to be skeptical on the dead internet theory, because humans are still online in huge numbers. There's a lot of us. There's billions of us online. And so by virtue of that, we're posting daily on multiple platforms, even if the bots are adding noise. In other words, the billions of people online right now are outweighing what the bots are. But again, estimates put it at about half the traffic and growing. On top of it, we've got confirmation bias. The internet feels repetitive, partly, I think, because algorithms are prioritizing what you've already engaged with. On top of it, we do have a bit of a lack of proof. While bots are measurable, the everything is fake kind of part of that really hasn't been substantiated yet for full-on evidence, which is why I say the evidence kind of partially supports the theory right now. Also, we are seeing sociological shifts. Younger generations use the internet much differently from older generations. Think basically short form videos versus forums, that kind of thing. And so it can feel like a decline, especially for veteran internet users, rather than actual automation. And so the question is, could this actually be real? Yeah. Actually, it can be in a sense, because a lot of internet content is bot driven, it's repetitive, it's AI assisted. On top of it, there are entire industries for search engine optimization, spam, sock puppets, propaganda, disinformation that are generating an enormous amount of non-authentic material. And in a full conspiracy sense, it's probably unlikely. So it could be nearly impossible to fake the entire internet convincingly, given the scale of billions of people interacting in real time. So I think it has some good credence. I don't think it's completely here yet, but the more we are leveraging AI and bringing AI systems online and not policing bots and spam and all this kind of stuff, the closer to the dead internet we think we actually become, or we're getting there. So we'll see. But that is a dead internet theory. That's the logic behind it. That's the quasi-evidence, if you will. And so I'll let you make up your own mind. And please like, share, follow me here on Facebook and Twitter at NickAESP. And please feel free to subscribe to me at YouTube as well. And as always, stay safe, stay online, and please, please, please attempt to stay private, informed, and secure. Take care.